The Altai Motors Al Fahidi fourth is our feature race, and number 1 Master of Hounds heads them here, carrying the 1 saddle cloth for Christoph Sumon. Always certain for Vlad Jurek and Michael Frieden. 3 is Time Prisoner, the mount of Mikhail Barcelona. Albaasil will be ridden by Richard Hills, and Maraheb, the Royston French, for Ali Rashid Arai, seeking a 3-timer. 6 is Larray, bounced back with a vengeance last week at Abu Dhabi. William Buick, Dandy Boy, Ted Durkin and David Marnane. Rio de la Plata, we've heard all about him from his trainer, Sai Bintrol. It's set for Frankie Dettori now. 9 is Do It All. 10 Snaffy, the Jebel Ali Mile winner of 2011. And then we have 11 Durbas, 12 Viscount Nelson, and Margaret at the bottom there for Ryan Moore and Italian trainer Marco Botti. He's based in Newmarket, of course.
A group race, so saddle cloth numbers correspond to the post position draw. They're all in. They're ready to run. Gates fly and they're racing in the El Fahidi Fort. Maraheb a little slow to go, and Dandy Boy dropped back shortly after the break. Snaffy and Do It All both left very quickly. Durbas began well, always certain amongst the leading group, and Master of Hounds settles on the rail. A length away Maraheb rushing forward after the slow beginning. Albaasil settles midfield on the fence, the striped cap on the inside of the grey Time Prisoner. A length and a half away came Rio de la Plata, followed by La Rab, Viscount Nelson. Dandy Boy is second last, and Margret is ahead away at the tail of the field as they run down the back straight, having left 400 behind in 26.7. Plenty of pressure on up front, and Maraheb, after that slow beginning, has whipped up 3 deep to tackle Snaffy and Do It All for the lead. They're a length and a half in front of Durbas, a length and a half to Always Certain on the outside of Master of Hounds. Then Albaasil, Time Prisoner, Rio de la Plata giving the leaders 8 lengths coming to the bend. La Rab, yellow colours on the rail from Viscount Nelson, Margret, and Dandy Boy will be the last to swing as Snaffy showed the way into the straight past the 400 metres mark. Do It All's had enough. Durbas moved up on the outside. Master of Hounds trying to get into the clear. Then Albaasil, Always Certain. Rio de la Plata's coming down the centre. Albaasil went up to Durbas at the 200 metres mark. Viscount Nelson's burst through in the centre. Rio de la Plata's not doing enough, but the Viscount is. Viscount Nelson in front of Albaasil, drawing to the judge, and Viscount Nelson wins. Viscount Nelson beat Albaasil, Master of Hounds, Durbas, Time Prisoner, Margret, Dandy Boy, La Rab, Rio de la Plata, Always Certain, Snaffy, Do It All, and Maraheb. Viscount Nelson. And Kevin Shea was by far and away the most successful rider in the race before 2012. Now he is for sure and certain. Viscount Nelson gives another El Fahidi to Mike de Kock, who won it, if memory serves correctly, for the first time back in 2003 with the mighty mare Ipitombi. 12 Viscount Nelson, Kevin Shea is first. Number 4 Albaasil, Richard Hills second. Number 1 Master of Hounds, Christoph Sumon has run third. Durbas has run a brave race, attempting to defend his crown to run 4th, 5th and 6th to go up. Well, one now scratches one's head and says, is there a Rio de la Plata hoodoo at Meydan? He had one previous start here back in the opening year, 2010. Went abysmally. He loomed up as though he was going to finish the race off with some sort of zip, and then had nothing at all over the final 200 metres. 138.13. 138.13 is 3/10 slower than Durbas ran in setting the record and winning the race 12 months ago. Time Prisoners 5th, and Margret has run 6th, 138.13. So Viscount Nelson is first, Albaasil is second, and Master of Hounds has run 3rd. 4th to Durbas, Time Prisoner 5th, and Margret has run 6th. Well, he's come from a mile back, Viscount Nelson, bursting through in the centre. Durbas got to the front, and for a few strides, some may have thought that he was going to do it again, weave a bit of magic. But he just couldn't hang on. Albaasil got to him first, and then Viscount Nelson burst through in the centre. Those coming out wide couldn't deliver any extra, and with the Viscount charging to the front, he's won by a half length in the end. A half length, a length, and a half length. A half length, a length, and a half length, and the time 1:38.13. By Giant's Causeway from Imagine, 5 years old, dark bay or brown in Tayer, his 4th win from 16 starts. He's raced by Ms. K.M. Partridge, Mrs. M. de Kock, C.S. Haynes, G.M. Grant, J. Mel Herb and Dr. J. McVeigh. He's trained, of course, by Mike de Kock and ridden by Kevin Shea, who does know how to win a El Fahidi Fort. Albaasil is by Dan Silly, trained by Doug Watson, written by Richard Hills. Master of Hounds by King Mambo, also trained by Mike de Kock and ridden by Christophe Soumillon.